Okay.
So are we supposed to record, or does one of us need to record it and post it to prove that we met as a group? Is that how that
Yeah.
works? Okay.
So I'm recording it right now. So,
Perfect.
so it says that we need to open that file that we had to do.
Okay. There are the questions. So would that still be part of designing the
What was that?
I'm trying to think of the answers that was on the question. It's talking about the what step in the process that they're on. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process are they applying? It says they're discussing the population and who it would be and how they would determine it.
Okay, so we did the wrong patient for our homework for preparation, and now they want to do the wrong site lawsuits. Like whatever we did for the wrong, what's it called, patient, we just do for the site. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What? Sorry. Or were we supposed to do something else before?
What?
Are we on the lesson 2 group meeting quiz then?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I clicked screen number 3. That's why I'm confusing you guys. Okay, that's why I clicked the wrong things.
So would they be on step 2 of collecting the data because they're trying to figure out whether to do an observational study or an experiment? Or are they still on number 1, which means designing the study?
Taking shit from nobody unless they OGs. Is that correct?
I think
Return to road.
judges are trying to determine an observation study. Would it be design the study?
I'm trying to decide if it's between designing or the collecting the data, because it's saying that they're trying to determine if they need an observational study or an experiment.
I think that's designing the study.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Design the study. Because they haven't quite set out to do that next step. They're still figuring out what they need to do in order to complete the study.
Okay.
All right, so we're good with that design. This is study.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next one.
All right, question 4. A researcher has collected the results of a survey where the participants were asked how many hours of TV they watched each day. The researcher tallies the frequencies for each category and computes the mean numbers of hours watched. She then creates a histogram to help illustrate the overall distribution. Which of the 5 steps of this statistical process did the researcher apply?
I would say it was collecting the data.
I would say describe the data, but let me see.
I think describe the data because she collected it and put it into a histogram.
Yeah, that's good. Are you guys good with describe the data?
I
Yeah.
am.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, let's. Oh.
All right, so we're on question 5 now.
Yeah. Oh, that's a hard one. I don't understand what it's trying to ask.
City of importance. Its own countries.
So
It's trying to figure out the population.
yeah.
Oh, so who it is? Like who responded?
Well, 1049 is the sample that they got.
It's a cookie grind.
Or did it be 1049 the people who responded?
What?
Like 1049 would just be people.
Would that be the citizens of Mumbai? The
I
population?
think because it says that there was at least 3,000 names, and the population is the bigger part, and the sample is what they pull.
Wouldn't the population be the ones that responded?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me look.
What's the definition of population again? Because if it's the group that's selected, then it'd be the citizens of Mumbai. But if it's the ones that just responded,
So the population is total collection of all individuals.
What was that again? Sorry.
It's the total collection of all individuals. So I'm pretty sure that they pulled the sample of 1049. So they had a sample of 3,000, but only 1049 answered. More, if that makes sense.
So would it just be the would it be the citizens or the people who responded?
I think it'd be the citizens, because the people who responded is their participants as their sample. So like the population is the group as a whole, and it says that there's 3,000
October. It's like backward a lot.
but 3,000 of them didn't participate. Only
True.
1049.
All right, we'll go.
Did you guys watch the lesson 2 video, the first part of it?
Definitely.
I didn't watch it. I just read the textbook.
Yeah.
Because
So,
when they were going through the 5 processes in statistics, they were talking about designing the study, and then they went on to say, what's the population of interest?
Oh, I could do
Not
that.
as samples. For instance, when they were trying to figure out who are the super drivers, why Utahns or non-Utahns were actually who their population was, or who is likely to win the presidential race would be U.S. citizens that are ones of the voters, and would be your population. So that's why I'm wondering if it would be citizens of Mumbai.
The citizens of
we
Mumbai.
can. I don't disagree with.
I mean, we could all choose our own, but I think
Yeah,
that
you can.
You can learn that from Narcos.
the citizens of Mumbai.
How did I know Spanish? I know all my sense in Narcos.
That's
Okay. So, are we just gonna answer that like
Honestly, though, you guys
on like our own, basically, or?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm putting citizens of Mumbai.
okay. All right. So then let's move on to number 6 then.
And then this one is asking the sample.
so then the sample would be those who responded.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Is everybody good with that one?
Mhm.
Maybe she'll leave right now so that Chris feels like he's left out.
Number 7, right?
I'm actually working on a group with
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so studies have shown that reading the classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 44% after the first hour of class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can you incur this forgetting curve? The researchers in the study claimed that the constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific materials 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes and an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then gain 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher then gives you a short 10-question quiz where you score out of what
Yeah, we were in that shirt last night. Yeah.
I couldn't hear the last part you said, but I was reading.
No, you're fine. It says,
Go and look back at
teacher
our
then gives you a short 10-question quiz when your score out of 10 is recorded. What type of data is your teacher collecting? So,
Is it a quantitative? Because there's nothing really categorical, because that's like gender and stuff like that, right? Quantitative is more numbers.
Yeah, quantitative is like quantity, so numbers.
So it can be measured numerically, things that can be measured precisely, rather than through interpretation, such as the number of identities in an event. The temperature is given a location or a person's height in inches. So it has to be very specific. So it could be, because if they're trying to figure out what's 10 out of 10, or like how many she got wrong, it's like a specific number of how many like her score was.
Yeah. I think it's quantitative because your score out of 10 is recorded. And I don't see a lot of like, they're trying to figure out what gender is in the class and stuff. What do you think?
This is. Oh, this is hard. Because I can see it going both ways, especially with the categorical variable or the data or whatever, because it's kind of fixed. I think it depends. I don't know. I have a weird way of thinking, so I might be overthinking this.
No, you're fine.
Sorry, what question are we on again? We're at 7, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think it'd be categorical.
And why would you say that one?
Because he's asking, or you're asked to review specific material, and even though it's time, I feel like if he was asking you more about how many problems you got done on the review, then it would be quantitative. I feel like because it's just different sections of review material, I feel like it'd be categorical.
Wait,
I
is
guess
it still number 7? Sorry.
Yes, we're on number 7.
Okay.
Because the part where it says, invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material. So I feel like that'd be categorical instead of asking, okay, you're going to review these problems, but I'm going to see in this amount of time if you can get X amount done, X amount of problems done.
Because they're categorizing the groups by the minutes of time that is elapsed.
But they're not taking a quiz after, though. They're just studying.
So they're being divided into groups to study specific materials, right?
Yeah.
Well, if we look ahead to number 8, it says that they're recording the response yes, no, and not sure. So the quiz that they're taking in number 7 is more quantitative because it's numbers, but the question 8 is more categorical because they're saying yes, no, or not sure. So that's what I think. That
Because I think the teacher is just specifically looking at how many they would get right. Like, because it says where the score out of 10 is recorded. If it was like how much did they like remember, then probably that would have been categorical because it depended
true.
on which group they went in. So should we go with quantitative then?
Yeah, let's go quantitative.
Okay.
And then, number 8 would be categorical because he's asking, then records responses yes, no, not sure.
Yeah.
So there's obviously no numbers in that, but it's a category of yes, no, or not sure.
Sweet. Well, okay, so number 9, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Studies have shown.
Is this one? Wait, to show us what's your given during the materials. Is this called the? Never mind. I give up.
Probably the control group, wouldn't it be?
yeah, because he's able to control their
How much they study.
outcome and stuff.
They're given no review.
Yeah.
Okay, so that could be because then the other people who are given the reviews would be like the other variables like that go around it. So like the treatment, I guess you could say. Let's see. So we're good with the control, everybody?
I'm good with it, but
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Let's see, number 10. Which of the following would be considered an experimental design? Asking people, what is this?
I would say administering the tuberculosis vaccine to one group and giving a placebo to another.
I would choose the same.
Oh, sorry. One second.
Because with an experiment, you kind of have to have data involved with it.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
to-
Okay. Yeah, that one was right. Sorry. Is everybody good with that?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go number 11. In a study to determine the average wage of working people in, how do you even say that? Mumbai? Yeah, there we go.
Mumbai.
There we go. Thank you. Which of the following would be the best sample? Every 10th worker that you meet. Would be mainly randomly selected workers in each of the several working districts in Mumbai.
That's what I would say.
We good with that, everybody?
What was that? Many randomly selected workers in several working districts in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Then real quick, what did we say for 10?
Administering the tuberculosis vaccination to one group and giving a placebo to another.
Okay, perfect.
Number 11. In a study to determine the average wage of working people in Mumbai, which of the following...
We're on 12, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so you want to become the next Jonas Salk and produce a vaccine that will help cure children of I can't say that word. Cynically virus. There we go. Okay. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one group to take the placebo. What or who are the experiment units of the units or subject?
Children.
I'd say the children.
Children works for me.
Wouldn't it be the vaccine and the placebo?
But are they the ones that are the subjects? Are they? I mean, the children are the ones getting the vaccine and the placebo. So I would think that they would be the subjects. But
Yeah. So the
But
subjects are
we're-
assigned to the 2 groups.
Huh. I don't know, because I'm thinking of like in terms of like the vaccination is what like is experimenting to see if it wait.
So it says that the participants are commonly called subjects.
Oh,
Yeah, it says that, yeah, the participants in a study are commonly called subjects. That was under the design the studies.
There we
step
go.
one.
Sorry. The children. Okay, so we're good with the children. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. So number 13. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one group to take the placebo. What are the treatments? The vaccine and the placebo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would say. 14. The U.S. government, in 1992, the U.S. government supported a study that was run for 15 years where 4,608 low-income families were given a chance to move to less impoverished areas. These they distributed vouchers and provided various support systems. The researchers wanted to determine if getting people out of poor neighborhoods would reduce the poverty level in the U.S. citizens. The low-income families were randomly assigned to one of the following three groups. 1. The MTO Low Poverty Voucher Group, which received Section 8 certificates or vouchers usable only in low poverty areas with less than 10% of the population below the poverty line in 1990, along with counseling and assistance in finding a private unit to lease. The traditional voucher group, which received regular Section 8 certificates or vouchers geographically unrestricted, and ordinary briefing and assistance from the PHAs, local public housing authorities. Or 3, the control group, which received no certificates or vouchers but remained eligible for public or project-based housing and other social programs in which families would otherwise have. Study
I would say,
What was
or I'd say it's an experiment because they're controlling each group and what they have access to.
That's what I'd say as well. Because they're trying to study, or they're seeing if it would affect poverty in the U.S. Right? Poverty levels. They're trying to reduce it.
I think also observational studies don't have control groups.
don't have what?
Control groups?
Oh, okay. True. Because then
See,
you're
yeah,
just
so it says like
yeah, okay. Yeah, you're
an
right.
observational study without controlling the conditions under which measurements are made.
Sweet.
So a design experiment has like.
So it would be an experiment, right? Okay. So number 15. Is that the last one?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so match the following.
Step 3 is describe the data.
Step 3. Describe the data.
So design the study is number 1. So step 1, Daniel.
Would be 3.
Design the study. Collect
Step
the data. Is next. And then
Step
describe the
3.
data.
Step 3 is describe the data, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like what Shannon
Step
said.
1 is
Yeah, step 3.
design the study, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then 4 is
Make the inference.
make inferences, and then you have to take action.
So reading from top to bottom, it says we have 2, 4, 5, 1, 3.
I have 4, 1, 5, 2, 1.
I think
Or-
all of ours are like different. So it's
Yeah, they may be different.
yeah.
So step 1 is 3. Step 2 is 1. Step 3 is 4. Step 4 is 5, and step 5 is 2.
Yeah.
It'd be easier just to say that step 1 is the designing, step 2 is collecting, step 3 is describing, step 4 is inferences, and step 5 is take action.
Perfect.
There we go. All right. Is that the only quiz that we do today?
Yeah, because we're only going to do, I think we were planning on doing 2 one-hour meetings instead of 1 2-hour meetings where you go through both.
Oh, thank you.
And I figured it would be good enough for me because then Monday I have a chance to read the materials and prepare. Then Tuesday we can meet, submit the quiz. Then Wednesday prepare. Thursday meet and do the quiz. So
Sweet. That's awesome.
Sounds good. So does one of us want to submit this quiz, see if we got 100, and then
I'll submit it.
I think you can even take it twice. So.
Yeah. So far, let's see. We got a 98%. So 16.8 out of 17.
does it show which ones we missed?
Let me see. Trying to look for it.
I think if it was anything.
I think it might have been the very last question. Yeah, it was the last question. It won't tell me which one. It says we got 0.8 out of 1 point.
Oh, for the 15. Or question
On the
15.
steps?
Oh, it was my fault. Sorry, it was my fault. I accidentally put 5 twice, so that was my fault. You guys are good. It was totally me.
Okay. Is there anything else that we're supposed to do?
I don't think so. I think we got it done for today.
Solid. Hey, well, I'll show you my camera fixed on my laptop. I don't
What
At
was
least you
that?
guys can hear me.
That's fine. Okay.
All right, so that's it, right?
I believe so.
Sweet. Then we'll meet again, like at 11 this Thursday, right?
That works for me.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Okay.
11 Mountain Standard Time.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Thanks.